Hello, this is Meg from CodeCritters. I am part of a team of 5, and we decided to do the prompt from Athena Hackathon 2022 about assisting refugees with finding a job. So we decided to do a little bit of research into the difficulties that refugees might have with finding jobs, including moving to a new country and trying to find their way. I just want to quickly introduce the team that I work with. Man Ting Chen, who was acting as a lead developer. We all just naturally came into our roles. So she was lead developer. Grace Z Hong was doing a little of everything, which was really, really great. So she was a designer, and then she was helping with development. She was also a project manager. Ilona Mariuta, also a very good developer. Zina Farhan, a designer, also very good. And me, also a designer. I also have a link here to the GitHub, which I believe we're also submitting. And here's a little bit of the research that we came up with. So the problem basically is that a refugee is trying to survive long-term in a foreign land because they don't know when or if they can go back home. There's a lot of uncertainty. And the challenge for forcibly, that is the challenge for forcibly displaced refugees. And from the UNHCR, it is projected that about 100 million people will be displaced by the end of 2022, which means that the number of refugees is increasing. And so the world needs to step up and help these people. And so here's one of the things that this is sort of our solution that we have here. So it's called RefugeeRoadmap.com. It is a website able to, we suspect that it might be a little easier to have a website versus like an app because of access to, it shouldn't have to be a specific device that you can access. So we have a website so that they can use a library or borrow items to access the internet. As long as they have Wi-Fi, they'll be able to reach the people that they're going to reach through here. And what I mean by that is we're going to match refugees first with entry-level jobs, and then through that, company mentors who are people that meet with them often and assist them. And we're going to be improving access to advanced entry jobs through these mentorship relationships, and refugees will be able to balance this starter job and career development because it's going to be a mentor from the company meeting with them during work hours. And the employers can invest in diverse workers this way and tap into new potential. And I find that that's really important to set up new employees to succeed under any circumstance, but especially if they are refugees. So we did some mock-ups. We got a little user flow going. So I'm going to walk us through it. The user story begins with someone arriving in a foreign country and thinking, what now? How am I going to work now? Or really, how am I going to get the resources I need? And sometimes that does require getting a job, so they're thinking, what am I going to do? So they go to this website and they are able to, it's a very simple website, and basically it explains how it works. I explained it a little earlier, that you're going to be doing a starter job, you're going to be working with a mentor, and then you're going to develop your career So we start here, we start with the quiz. They're filling out this quiz by location, finding out things about them, talking about things about themselves for the algorithm. We're going to be using some AI and some I'm trying to think of the word, AI that's linked to sources that would assist in matching up these refugees to jobs that they are interested in, as well as employers who are willing to invest in them. And so we have these questions. We have the mentor matches, and this is where the refugee gets to see, sort of have a choice of who they want to connect with and what job they're going to be working at while they are there. So that is pretty exciting, and then they can actually do a call on the app. That is in the website. So we have now, I did not have screens for this, but this is sort of a way that we're going to try to reduce bias by having regular independent audits, depersonalizing the data, in hopes that that makes the hiring process a little bit less biased. We have our match results and the entry-level job matches, and each company is listing matching company mentors, recruiters for office hours, which will be probably a future release. And then once hired, mentorship provides access to these connections, language learning, other training that's going to improve their time at a company, make them more likely to stay, and go for promotions and attempt to continue on, and hopefully enjoy their jobs more and more over time. And that is the best scenario. That is the main goal: a refugee becoming the new CEO of the company, or wherever they would like to be. And so that is it. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how it works. The developers know more than I do about this, but the AI maps the qualitative and quantitative measures to pre-existing assessment categories in matching employees with employers. And that would be looking at leadership strength, existing measures, existing assessments such as Gallup Strength Finder, which is something that we've been referencing when we asked the questions, when we were developing these questions. We would like to do a little bit more in the future. I've actually been speaking with my teammates. We want to keep working on this after the said boot camp, after the hackathon is over. Automatically estimate gaps in the workforce based on data, create automated company-approved algorithms for potential candidate positions, as well as utilizing feedback on mentorship matches to improve AI, creating AI intuitive to make more explorative career options, or career recommendations based on what a user's interests are, and matching a refugee with nearby community resources, if they need a soup kitchen or a free health clinic or something like that. And here's our GitHub, and here's my team again. Really amazing people that I love very much. So I'm glad that I met them through this hackathon. So thank you so much, and have a good day.